Tommy, let me borrow $20. Take the back.
So this is what we starting off with. All right.
Denise,
Don't come over here with that bullshit.
let me borrow $20. Take the back.
I got 5 in the possible.
Nicole, let me borrow $15.
Let's make that 20. I got you.
You got the whole 20?
No, she got 5. She got 5.
And then you got the other 15? Tommy, I still need to buy $20. I ain't got no good sense. Welcome back to another episode of the Do Not Resuscitate podcast, where we are pulling the plug on things that no longer serve us. You know, if we hope that you all are hearing something that you want to, and you guys decide to come back and hang out with your favorite girls, because it's really over here. Okay, period. Let's jump into these intros.
Hey y'all, I'm Denise, the D in DNR.
She being fake already. Hey y'all.
Hey, everybody. It's Nicole, the N in DNR.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Ruthie, your favorite host or whatever. Period. Go ahead, Tommy.
I gotta say something.
Introduce yourself. Right up. Introduce yourself.
My name is Cam Beats. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
This is not an AA meeting.
It sounds like
So it's like DNRC?
right. We were from DNRT.
Oh yeah, yeah.
DNRC.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm Tommy on this show. Okay.
Now we got aliases and stuff.
Cam Beats is but that's who I am. That's
It is so ghetto over here. Goodness gracious. How you forget your name? Like, I literally just said, "Oh, my baby calling."
Oh, they gonna give you your $20 that you trying to get from me?
He gonna give me whatever I ask for. You just tell him. He probably finna walk into the gym.
Gangster shit. Yes, I have been allowed to have a microphone. So I appreciate
Not
it. Thank
allowed.
y'all. Yes,
Okay.
y'all let me have a microphone and actually want me to say some shit. So here I is.
Yeah.
Here I is.
Anyways,
Yeah,
let's
it
move past that nonsense. Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy
I wish I
birthday,
had
Nicole.
is it gonna work?
Like the applause.
It was low as hell. Like they don't give a damn about you. Thank you. Give it up.
Thank you.
Jeez.
It is officially early season.
Hey.
We didn't need to
Girl,
say all of
listen,
that.
don't start. Because we're not going to be acting like that in October.
Girl, fuck
I
you.
don't care nothing about that.
Anyways, did you enjoy your birthday?
I did.
Even though you ditched us?
I did not tell you I did not feel good.
I ain't give a damn. I ain't feel good either.
Girl, no. For real.
Didn't I pop a BC like in the middle of nowhere, like
No.
with BC?
I didn't do it.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
You're not
I took
pregnant,
one.
are you?
Ask her. You. Oh, wait, girl, you almost made me say something super out of order. Absolutely
It's okay.
not.
My skin is very dark, so it's very
Absolutely. No, ma'am. No babies for me. It'll come on be extra slow. Cause
I would
it'd be
love
like
to.
Benjamin Buttons.
I would babysit a slow ass baby though, like, cause we would get
Oh,
along
gosh.
so good.
So this is what we starting with, huh?
Like, cause if I talk shit, babies don't laugh at anything, you know.
I think we should pull the plug on calling babies slow ass babies.
All babies come out looking like anything though. I would.
They do come out looking like little aliens.
Cause son, I was like,
What is this?
y'all sure?
Not y'all sure.
Okay. He ain't gonna, like, y'all ain't gotta like mold his head or nothing. Okay, well, this is it. This is who I gotta take home. All right, we here now. Yeah. She What, that was my real experience. I had never been a parent before. I didn't know what the fuck to expect. Like, kids
Oh
come
my
out looking
gosh.
like anything.
Oh
I'm
my
just the one that's gonna be honest enough to say it. Like his baby pictures, them eyes was cocked. Okay?
Not caught. Okay.
He not even cross-eyed.
Oh my god.
Denise, would you like to introduce the topic? please?
No, we
'Cause
before we get to the topic, how was y'all week?
Well, I already told y'all how my day was.
She just said day. I said week. Jeez.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's
yeah,
only
she-
Tuesday.
Well, I mean, 2
Since
weeks
the-
actually,
since
because
the last-
she's talking about the last time.
I should have had to
recorded.
explain that every single freaking
Girl, shut
episode.
up.
Oh my god.
Shut
Oh my
up.
god.
I mean, other than that, it's good. I mean, everything is good.
Denise, how has your last 2 weeks been?
Oh, thank you for that clarification. My last 2 weeks been smooth. How has your last 2 weeks been?
Let's go to what was that, Friday, when Denise invited us over and then fell asleep on us. I thought that was fucking rude.
It wasn't, because I definitely warned y'all.
That was fucking rude. And then I'm sitting up there and I'm like, dang, what Denise said.
She thought you had went in the room. I was like, she
I'm,
right
not
there.
that, I'm like, I'm not that rude. I
I'm
was
like,
on the
she
couch.
right there behind us.
I thought that was rude.
I
So
was on the
that's how
couch.
like my whole 2 weeks been going. People just been being fucking rude. Like the whole 2 weeks been rough. People been falling asleep on me. People tried to call HR on me. Like it's been just a lot of bullshit. Like yeah. So Nicole, how was your last 2 weeks? Because I can keep talking because Karen's been Karening.
I mean, you know, I'm in property management, so you know how that go. Every day is a experience. So
A good one.
no.
Is it like
Mm-mm.
equivalent to how I feel when I have to come in here and record and Tommy be attacking me?
Yeah, probably so.
Dang.
I mean, I get attacked all day.
I
I
am
get
the
cussed
highlight
out.
of your day.
Oh shoot.
I bring sunshine, butterflies, honey, peaches, cream, all that shit. That's
Sound
what I
like a
do.
sticky ass mess. I want get somebody else to do it.
Mhm. Yeah. I already know how non-nasty you are.
Whatever. We got like a, in the studio guest. We don't know if she really want to acknowledge herself, but we're gonna acknowledge her. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, friend.
Hey, cousin.
She peeking. That's cousin Belinda, way in the back.
So we want to bring light to that April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So this month, make sure y'all repping y'all teal, which is the color for sexual assault nationally. I did not know that.
Shout out to Team Till 365.
I learned a lot. So we went to the event. Nicole didn't show up because she be acting funny
Girl,
or whatever. She swears she had a headache, but it is what it is. Denise, how was your experience?
So that was actually my first time going to Team Till 365 Paint the City Teal Day.
Shout out to Sam.
So it was definitely an eye-opening experience. Shout out to Tycee Goodsey and her daughter Taylor. Yes, they were the mother-daughter honoree for showing how mothers and daughters can have a healthy relationship, especially being Black women, because it's so common that mothers and daughters don't have a good relationship. Like they are almost competing with one another for whatever reason, or they just simply have an unhealthy relationship, whatever the reason may be. So that they were honored for having a healthy relationship, and they both told their story about how it took time to get to where they are today. It wasn't
about it.
always the healthiest, but they both had to, work through their own issues, have a conversation with each other, and, find a middle ground. And now they're, at a healthy stage today.
Yeah, that was my first time too, and I didn't know what I was expecting, but I did find out a lot of new information. I was happy to get to meet Ticey and her daughter, and hear the way that they operate, because I'm raising a teenager, and it'd be rough, like pull my tracks out rough. And I appreciated them sharing their journey and how it's like it's not always going to be there. So it shed some light for me on what I could do differently with my son. So I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna still end up a cellmate, but I'm definitely going.
Cell block D.
Listen, I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna try. And then I got to meet the teen volunteer of the year, Deanna. She was so sweet. She was so emotional. I just wanted to hug her, but I didn't want to be weird because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, like a stranger hugging you.
Right. So one thing that I learned was that Denim Day, which is April 26th. I'm pretty sure it's April 26th. I just thought it was like something cool for people to do. Like, oh, we just gonna wear, denim on this day. But it also means it represents that a woman that was sexually assaulted was told that it was basically her fault because her denim jeans were that tight. So it was like, all my jeans are tight. Like, should we have a day for every single thing a woman or a male wears, because it is a trigger? Because people wear jeans, they wear dresses, you know what I'm saying? Anything that we wear, it's just like, are you serious? Like that was what
her skirt was too high, her skirt was too tight, so she was asking for it, or
she
her
was dressed
dress
provocatively, so she.
I mean, people ask for ass whoopings all the time, but I don't just be handing them out willy-nilly, like the Karens at the job, they need their ass whooped sometimes, but I just be like, you know what? If it doesn't affect my pay, it doesn't affect my day.
Okay, I like that. If it doesn't affect my pay, it doesn't affect my day.
Girl, I said that 11 times, okay? And I still was irritated.
I mean, we probably still gonna be annoyed, but that's a slight.
I wanted to hit him with the Marge Simpson. Mink. That's what I really wanted to do. But I was like, you know what?
Like you said, folks be asking for ass whoopings all the time, and you ain't just handing them out.
Yeah. So shout out to Team Teal 365 for always showing up for sexual assault awareness and putting on for our city, and everybody that participated in that. The Ambition Center. That was my first time being in there.
That was also my first time.
Listen,
shout out to Rashida
space.
Butler Jackson and Marcel Jackson. It's on the east side, basically like East Vienna. 530 is East Vienna is the address.
Okay. Listen, do not use your GPS because I was lost.
It's a little hidden. It's way back in the
cut. What's the name of the U-Haul? I was behind the U-Haul place.
It's way back in the cut.
Like, okay, I know you're talking.
I was literally sitting there like, so they got a storage in there. Like, what are we doing? I was so confused. But yeah, shout out to them because what is it, like a networking space that they have there?
A co-working space.
Same thing. You knew what I was saying. I'm black. Okay. All mean the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, yeah, you was right. It's networking and co-working. So
I thought it was a dope space. So make sure y'all either check them out for networking, co-working, or to use their space for events that you guys want to plan.
They have event rental space. They have a podcast studio. Well, not just only a podcast studio. According to Marcel, he said people have shot videos in there. So yeah, it's all purpose.
Like a music video? Because that's ghetto.
Yeah, that's what he said. They had the green screen.
That's still ghetto. I'm just saying. We ghetto enough in Milwaukee. But yeah, shout out to them.
Would you rather them shoot the video outside on Burleigh, or
they do it anyway? I actually rather them be outside on Burleigh and instead of tearing up his space, because it is really, really nice. First of all,
it is nice.
I don't use public bathrooms. Their bathroom was not public. It gave in the house feel. but clean in the house bill. So
Mm.
I appreciated that too. So let's jump into this topic. Go ahead, Denise.
Okay, so our topic today is, did you know? So
And I did not.
so we're talking about the stigma of how people should have known better in different spaces when you're choosing a partner, when you're choosing a job, when you're choosing a friendship. You should know better. If things go south, then the first thing that society will say is you should know better. But why? Why should I have known? But if there were absolutely no signs, if everything was going smooth until it wasn't, why should I know better?
Um, I've been given warnings when it came to people, friendships for sure, jobs, people who either worked there before or something like that. I've been getting warnings. I'm pretty sure somebody warned Tommy about me and he just, ignored it. I've had someone give a quote unquote Sir General warning for me, and I was offended as fuck.
Can I ask why you were offended?
What you fucking mean?
So are you saying for you? So
yeah, like
for,
somebody gave.
Okay,
Before
I
she
see.
continues, just so we clear, I was introduced to you through the sweetest person I know, Aziza, and I assumed you were the
That's
same.
the sweetest person you know.
I assumed you were the same. So
I'm concerned that that's
Surprise.
the sweetest person you know. Aziza is the one that corrupted me.
oh really? She's always
Do
been
not
very
put that
nice to
blame
me.
on
She's
her.
always been very
No.
nice to me.
I'm being very
Mhm.
serious.
So I did not know, but I should have. Carry on.
My
No.
nickname is the real one. I'm gonna say that shit how I feel it. You feel me? Period.
Period.
And that's that on that.
That's just that on that.
You
Okay.
gonna get whatever thought comes to my mind. Don't be sensitive. Anyways, no, but so I'm a very, very loyal person and I'm very protective of the people around me.
Oh,
And
child, that loyal word. I feel like I'd be loyal to a fault.
listen,
God.
I'm very, very loyal. And when it comes to the
So
people
loyal.
in my circle, I'm very passionate about making sure that they're protected.
Mhm.
So one of my friends, who is like a sister to me, her little sister warned her other friends. Like we were getting ready to have a gathering at my friend's house, and her sister was like, "All right, y'all, I warned y'all. Ruthie is here," and I was
Oh.
offended. Like,
What
does that mean?
Right.
I definitely, y'all know, I asked like the fuck.
I knew exactly.
I'm like, what you mean? She
Uh-oh.
was just like, I'm just telling them, like, you mean, you aggressive, and if they say something wrong, then you gonna put them in their place. I said, but that's the problem. If they do something wrong, you should be warning your sister about their faulty ass friendship
Oh,
versus me trying to protect her from faulty ass people. Like, they were just like, yeah, her attitude, this and that. Well, you shouldn't be fake. Like, I don't feel like a warning should have been given for me in that case. Now, granted, I am a bulldog when it comes to my people. However, don't feel like you need to warn people about me because they're fake.
Mhm.
Now, let's be very clear. She has no longer friends with any of them
Oh, well.
Right.
because they were fake. Like,
So she should have known.
Right.
she is probably right up there with Pansy as far as being the sweetest person I've ever
Mhm.
met, and she's a nurturer just like Pansy. So she is one of those that I'm gonna take you in because I see that you need that extra love, that big sister, that whatever. She takes people in, and they use her, and I'm not going for none of that. I'd be like, see, them ain't your people, and she. But you don't know them like I do, and I know they're using you.
That sound like me.
Right.
That sound like my sister talking to
And-
me.
Mm-mm.
My
They all
sister
are
is
dismissed.
quick to be like, who the fuck is that?
Oh.
Them ain't your friends. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
I've been told Ziza she ain't got no other friends. Like I was her mama. You ain't got no little friends. She still be trying to have friends, but still, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think sometimes it may be necessary to give people a warning, but I feel like it in the sense of friendship, it should be some type of understanding. Like people have to go out here and live their own lives and make their own mistakes. At the same time, you can't say that somebody is a certain type of way because of what you have experienced.
Right. It's going to be different experiences for different people.
For instance, when it comes to the whole co-parenting thing, you can't tell me that I should have known something about a person who I'm still getting to know.
Right.
And you can't tell me that a certain experience is going to be exactly like yours was, because
Correct.
just because your baby daddy used to beat your ass don't mean that he
Oh,
over here
man.
beat mine.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean, very true though.
So
And
she should have
also,
knew better.
and also vice versa. Just because he was playing, just because he was over there playing stepdaddy with your kids, don't mean that he gonna come over here and be a real daddy to mine.
Hello. I think a lot of times the warning comes from a previous partner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she should have knew because he did this and that to me. Baby girl, I'm a different breed of woman. I'm gonna bring out a different breed of nigga. And if he's not doing those things, then I know how to move around. But if you wasn't the woman that was going to pull those energies up out of him, then say that as well.
Right. You have to also hold yourself accountable for, not being the right person. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, that you may not be the right person for them.
yeah, no,
But that
it's
don't mean
not-
that you tell
it's
the
not.
next woman
Yeah.
he's a bad guy or he's this. It's just
Yeah,
that
'cause,
he
like-
just wasn't the right guy for
Right.
me.
Correct.
He might be the right guy for you.
correct.
You know,
Because,
or the right guy for
she
you.
said, different people bring out different energies in certain
Mhm.
individuals. So, hell, he could have been the sweetest person to you, and you could have 10 stars across the board, and then he come to me and he ain't shit. So it could really go either way. You just really don't know. I feel like there aren't really any telltale signs to say just absolute 100% guarantee that this person is going to be like this, because that's how they were with me.
Mhm.
And that's not only speaking to romantic relationships, that's also speaking to friendships, that's speaking to employee boss relationships.
Right.
I mean, somebody should have warned me about hanging out with your ass.
They should have, but you stuck now, bitch.
I know now to drive my own car because I don't have them same needs, right? And I can't stay woke and still go, to work in the mountain. Denise be out. Like Denise be outside.
I do.
Somebody, first of all, why didn't you warn me?
You should have known.
But did I know? But did I really know?
I mean, yeah, you see her Facebook, she be outside.
I'm like,
I don't be,
listen,
I don't be on
you know.
social media. That just be my
Everybody
pictures.
know you go anywhere in the city, you gonna see Denise.
9 times out of 10. Yep.
Straight up.
I just assumed that when I get to that second yawn,
I don't take hints very well.
She ain't even
at
noticed.
fucking all. That's what's up very well. You don't respect boundaries either.
Wait a minute.
Girl, you
do
look
not
like
care.
I am trying to do better, okay?
She do not care.
I am trying to do
Just
better.
like I said something to her in the hallway, and she said, "Girl, I just ignored that."
no. What she
Okay.
hit you with was the
girl, fuck you.
Girl, fuck you. Without saying it, didn't she? She sure did.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
well, that's
I
that
hit
on
her
that.
with the Nicole. Yikes.
That's straight up. Man, that's true. I was thinking while y'all talking, we were talking about like even job relationships, how it's different for people. When I started at this one company, and when I got there, the people were like, be careful for this one particular lady because she mean, she don't like nobody, don't nobody like her, she did, she that. And I'm like, but that's your relationship or your experience with her. That might not be mine.
Mhm.
And sure enough, she loved me. Like she would
But you real
bring me
sweet too.
treat. No, not really.
To me, you
I'm
are.
like, for the
My
most part, you
experience with
are.
you
I'm like,
are
for the
sweet.
most part, you are sweet. Like
Yeah, but I will turn up on you.
you will,
real
but I feel
quick.
like it's only when
I feel like
somebody
I turn
gets
up
you to
anyway.
that point.
Yeah.
We turn
Yeah.
up anyway.
But yeah, I will turn up on you real quick though.
I'm glad I haven't had that experience.
So, it's bad. It's bad because I really do. Like I am very quick tempered, But that's why I just kind of be chilling a lot,
Mhm.
because I'm like, let me chill so I don't have to cuss out too many people.
But I
Too many
also
people.
feel like we need to be careful with putting that stigma on other people in general,
Mhm.
because I was a trainer. I stepped down because the fuck,
Get somebody else to do it.
real quick.
Mhm.
I wouldn't tell people, oh well, this person on this shift is this type of way, or you know what I'm saying. I would let them find out on their own,
As they
and
should,
then
and
when
as
they
you
would
should.
come and ask me, I would let them, ask me the question. I'm gonna give you my opinion on
Mhm.
it. However, this is a professional place,
Right.
And I
I'm not
have to put
gonna
on my professional
prejudge.
wig. I ain't gonna take my professional
put that
hat.
professional wig on.
Like I have to. Right now, I'm getting paid to do a service, ma'am.
Mhm.
But meet me in the parking lot, and I'm gonna tell you how I can't stand that bitch. However,
Yeah, before I
It'll
got my
work.
current employment, I was for sure warned about the job itself. It was like, be careful going out there because X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Somebody else went out there and they came right back to the old job or my old job. Like, yeah, they went out there and they said X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I hear you. But I'm very much so, I have to find out for myself.
Mhm.
And that's in all situations, good, bad, or indifferent. Like
Absolutely.
it's really not, I won't say it's not necessarily like a character flaw, but
Mhm.
like some things I should probably really just take the warning and go on about my business. But I'm very much yeah, you told me the stove was hot, but now I gotta touch it to see if it's hot.
No,
I'm not doing that.
No, I ain't.
That's just slow.
Well, I mean, clearly not that not that exact example, but that's what I said. Like good, bad, or indifferent, I have to find out for myself.
Yeah, I just wish
Yeah,
that
I
we
mean,
can
I
get away from the stigma of the whole baby daddy, baby mama type of thing. Because let's be very, very, very clear: nobody is showing up as their true self
Right.
On day one. Correct.
Yeah, they send that representative for sure.
Like, because people don't really be doing them crazy for real. They
yeah,
don't.
I'm gonna say no, Ruthie. I feel like your personality is out all the time.
Is it?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying that's just who you are, and that's okay.
And I miss.
You know what I mean?
And
But that's
miss.
you, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people, like when we started this podcast, like I know a lot of people, they know me, but they don't know me.
For sure.
'Cause I'm
Like they see
definitely
me because I
meeting
be,
you for
I'm
the
kind of,
first
I be in the
time.
background.
For
I
sure.
be chilling. I be mind my business. But again, I do that because I will beat your ass, and that's really my personality.
I feel
So
like
I just kind of be off over here and stay to myself because you don't really want this. So when people do see me turn up, they be like, "Wait, what?
I can't wait to
What
see
is
it.
happening?" No, you don't. You really don't want to see it. Ask my kids. My kids
No,
would be
I wanna
embarrassed all the
see-
time.
I want to see every single side of Nicole
Oh,
because I
brother.
feel like
I mean that's what
I lean
that's
on you
what
for
multiple
a lot.
personalities.
I lean on you.
that's
for a
what-
lot,
that's what
and I
true
wanna be able to
friendships
know
are.
Who you are,
Mhm.
like 100%. Like y'all done seen me in all different types of aspects,
Yeah.
and I like y'all have seen me at my most vulnerable
Mhm.
and at my most lit. Like Botana's, like what the fuck?
Right. I mean,
And we
but
still
you've
going
seen
back
me
to
in
Botanas.
vulnerable too. But yeah, you just haven't seen me turn up. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I did want to turn up on somebody last night because I went to.
Girl, you should have called me. I'll be ready to turn up.
I did stop by the poetry thing, right?
Oh, okay.
I just stopped by briefly, and a particular person that we've discussed that we know has went and was backstabbing us.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw her,
Her, okay.
and
I'm
I was
like,
kind of like, "Hey," but I just was kind of like, "Hello," you know what I mean? It was dry. It was dry. But
well, at
she
least you
wanted to be
spoke.
like, "Oh, hey, girl," and then I was just like,
Don't touch me.
Bitch, don't touch
but
me.
so she knew, she felt it. She definitely felt that I was kind of like,
See, my facial
whatever.
expressions haven't been delivered. A motherfucker.
No, me either.
Mine either.
But no, she definitely knew because then normally, I would be
Mhm.
real talkative with her
Mhm.
and she'd be talking, but she knew, like, okay, she know what I did. She know, she very aware of, what I did. So, but I really wanted to turn up on her and be like, why are you talking to me? Because
I
That
don't
was
think
some
there's
foul
nothing
ass shit.
wrong with asking that question.
Yeah.
But
Why are you
she's
talking to me?
Well,
Why
it
is
was
you
like,
here, ho?
listen, because it was my birthday. I really didn't want to go to jail on my birthday because I would have.
You ain't
I
never been to
would've
jail on your
mopped the
birthday?
floor.
It's the best
I would've
experience
mopped the floor
ever.
with her. No.
I'm just saying I've never been to jail on my birthday.
She said maybe the day after,
Not
but
on my birthday.
Right.
but
So I just felt like
I think
let
it's
me just
okay
chill.
to ask, why is you here, ho?
okay.
Yeah.
So while that is true, this particular person, I feel like, is very much so a ditz and would just be so confused. Like, what?
I love how y'all are protecting.
What? What? Like, what do you mean? What happened?
I didn't do that. Yeah, you did.
And
you know
then
you
it's a
did,
whole
and-
conversation. And then now I'm real mad. Like
yeah,
I was
then
already
I'm probably just gonna slap you.
right.
because
Like
it's
now
gonna be
I was
like,
already
quit
pissed.
playing with me.
I was already pissed. Now you acting like you don't know what the fuck you did or said or whatever the case may be. Now I'm real mad.
But again, it's like I think that I'm probably bothered by it the most because
Right.
I
Y'all
don't
had-
be getting involved in that stuff.
Do you feel
And
like
you had
someone
history.
warned you about
Right.
her? Has anybody ever tried to warn you about her? Because I can say with this particular individual, I've been warned.
Yes, but it was in the midst of all of that going on. When
Okay.
somebody was like,
It
"Hey,
was already happening.
that's your mole over there." You get what I'm saying? And then I was like, "You're right," because then the math started mathing, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Okay."
It was adding,
Yeah,
subtracting,
it started
multiplying,
adding
dividing.
up 'cause it was
please
like,
excuse my dear
It
Aunt
wasn't
Sally.
nothing.
Okay, I get you.
Exactly. It wasn't nothing until this person got involved. Like
Mhm.
they became the common denominator, and I'm like, you
And a
are
lot of
100%
bullshit.
right. And they was going extra and just be extra and doing too
I feel
much and just
like-
being so far up the person's ass that it turned
10
to be
miles of
really
they shit,
obvious.
as
Yeah.
my
And I'm
grandma
just
would
like,
say.
that's okay. Go on up there.
Because you gonna
Because
find
wait till
out.
her ass shit you out like she did the rest of everybody.
Exact-
Wait till
hello?
she use you up.
And then you're no
So,
longer
Yeah.
you're no
Here
longer of
is-
service.
So since we're talking about warnings, right? Do y'all feel like it's necessary to warn this particular person about the experiences that they
Nope.
are about to encounter?
Nope.
No, let that bitch figure it out on her own. I'm not telling her a fucking thing.
Firstly, the rest of us had to figure it out.
We sure did.
First and foremost.
First of all, I've been new, but I just again that go back to that
Loyalty.
loyalty. I was being loyal. I was just like, I'm gonna ride with you because
Are we
I
blinded
was
by
trying
loyalty?
to. I think we sometimes can get blinded by loyalty because I really wanted this for you. Like I do want people that I care about to win. I
Mhm.
really do. Like, what you need me to do? Well, how can I help you get there? But then again, that loyalty does blind us because here I am. I'm being loyal to you. But you really wasn't being
So,
loyal
but
to
what
me.
satisfaction do we get out of not telling someone or warning someone that they might be about to touch a hot stove?
I
I don't-
depends.
Personally speaking, I don't necessarily get any joy or satisfaction out of it. It's just that, listen, you crossed me, so now you have to figure it out for
Yeah,
yourself.
that's what I was gonna say. Now, if like let's say you come in and I'd be like, hey, you know what I mean? Sis,
You may not want to go that route.
let me just
You make your own decisions at
Right.
the end of the day.
Mhm.
However, I'm telling you that might not be the best route for you to choose.
or just I'll say watch yourself. Case in point, it actually happened recently with this person.
Mhm.
And another person called me and was like, hey, this person asked me to do A, B, C, and D. What you think about that? And I said, here is my experience. But again, your experience might not be the same as mine. But just be mindful when it comes to your coins. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your coins is going to what it's supposed to be going to in that,
Mhm.
whatever. Or
See,
you're
there you
supposed
go.
to get
So
what
I
it
feel
is
like that
that
was
you're
the right
supposed to be
thing to
getting.
do because
yeah.
you said, listen, this was my experience.
But this was
But-
my experience.
Right. And I'm not projecting my fears onto you.
Or
I
my
just want
experience
to,
onto
right.
you, exactly.
I just you asked me, so I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what my personal
Mhm.
experience was because you
Yeah.
asked me.
So I guess all warnings aren't bad. However, I feel like sometimes we warn people. Well, let me not say we because I don't want it to feel like it's coming directly from us. I feel like sometimes people are being warned with a little bit of pettiness behind it. Like,
for
'cause
sure.
I don't want to see you shine, or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in that case, but you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might tell you, oh, well, don't go for this job because
Mm-hmm.
they secretly going for that job because that's
Mhm.
happened to me before.
Mhm.
Or
Competitive
Um,
spirit.
don't do this, sis, because that don't look good on you. But then they turn around, they do it.
Oh,
Or
Oh,
don't
yeah.
date this particular man because I know him to be this type of way. But then
And then, yeah.
then you turn around.
So that's just
and,
that's a jealousy insecurity.
you
That's
know what I'm
that's
saying?
completely
Like,
that's completely different.
it was cool when you did it.
but
It's
it's
a
a
problem
problem when
now.
I did it.
The other-
Fuck them.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, wait.
yeah, for sure.
I just think a lot of with this particular topic, a lot of times people are trying to say that they don't want you to do something because of what they have experienced, not taking into accountability that it took you to experience such things in order to become the person that you are.
Mhm.
For sure. Certain experiences definitely do make you who you are. And, maybe you wouldn't be as far in life without, certain experiences. Like you said, it makes you who you are. It helps you to grow. It helps you mature in certain aspects of life. But at the same time,
Because
it's
if I
like,
could protect my child from everything in life, I would. However, if I would have listened to my mother, I would not be the person I am. I probably wouldn't be as angry, huh? Interesting. But I like who I am,
period.
and I like
That's
being angry.
right.
I like talking shit to Tommy.
Poor Tommy. He just shaking his head like I'm over here minding my business. This heifer
I'm
still bothering me.
Because he too focused. I know you
Yeah.
hear me, but do you hear me? Yeah, ask your question. Go ahead. You know how to touch the mic.
So the whole discussion about warning a person, isn't there a fear of you warning a person and that person saying such and such told me to watch out for this, then it all of a sudden turns you into a hater because you are speaking ill on the person that you are trying to warn that
Yeah.
person from?
I don't have a fear of that because I don't really care. Like if I
Right.
said it,
Yeah.
I said it.
If
You
I
know,
said
that's
it to,
that's how I
if I said
am.
it to you, I'm gonna say it to Nicole. I'm gonna say it
Mhm.
to Ruthia. If I said it once, I'm gonna say it
Right.
twice.
And if you come back and you say, well, so and so said you said this, I did. Because that's what happened.
I think the
Mhm.
difference is if you do it with ill intentions.
Right.
So if I'm doing it with ill intentions, then or if I'm saying it and it's not true information, I know I'm saying it to be messy, then you should be fearful that dang it's gonna come back out, but also knowing that you could possibly lose a friend or something. Like if I tell Nicole something like, hey sis, I'm just warning you about this snack, she could feel some type of way and be like, dang, she hating on me, or somebody else in her circle could feel that way, and then it could ruin the integrity of our friendship. And that
Right.
that's always a possibility.
I think it's a gender difference because I believe that there's a bunch of men who would rather not say shit as opposed to sounding like a hater or a whole ass nigga because he's running his mouth to somebody about somebody. Like, I don't know about that
Like,
nigga.
nigga, y'all pillow talking?
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
Or even if I if my guy is pushing up on somebody who I know is not good, or how about one of my a female friend,
Mhm.
and I know the dude that she pushing up on or who's pushing up on her ain't no good, and if I say something to her about him,
Right.
you just
a hater. You just
cop
blocking.
you blocking.
Yeah, but that's
shit.
something
If the
in them.
male finds out, he might feel like you're blocking. But if the female finds out that you didn't tell her, me in particular, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like you supposed to be one of my male friends, and you knew this nigga wasn't shit, or you knew, you know what I'm saying, he trying to date me, but he got a whole wife at the crib. Like I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like why wouldn't you tell me?
So I think it's probably a case by case basis. Like
No, tell
what
me.
he could probably share with you, he may not be able to share with me, or he may, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I think it's just a case by case basis.
I like
with that person.
information.
Me too. Oh, I'm telling. I've done that before. I had this one friend. I had caught her boyfriend cheating, and I just told him period point blank, you got 2 weeks, bro. I'm telling. I'm 100% telling. So I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to get your nuts together to tell your
I like
woman.
information. So if y'all
For
if
sure.
y'all know something,
Absolutely.
Tell
Let me
me,
make
because
let
I'm
me
gonna
make
make
my own
note.
decision.
I'm gonna make note of it, and then I'm gonna investigate, and I'm gonna probably go and be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, so where was you, and what happened?" Because I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Because the fuck, why would
Yeah.
I not? Why would
Like
I not ask?
if you give me some information, or you give me the truth, or whatever the case may be. Now you're allowing me to make my own decision of what I want to do with that information.
And
What
it
I-
also depends
what I
on who the
do with that.
information coming from.
That's also true
Yeah.
because if I know that this person that this information is coming from, they usually on some bullshit. They usually on some
Or
messy
the
shit.
information usually is not right.
Correct.
Listen, because if we're talking about modeling, right? If one of my co-hosts tell me, about an experience of working with an individual or what have you, I'm gonna take heed to it.
For sure.
Now, I
Mhm.
might still want to go and participate in a show, or
Mhm.
well, I ain't never worked with this person. I'm gonna see how it is and whatever. Now, if Rochelle A. Taylor tell me some information about a show or a particular designer, I'm gonna hit her with a girl. Fuck you. First of all, why are you talking to me? Because I don't trust her information. But that's just my truth. I don't trust
Oh,
her information,
shit.
but I trust y'all.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
Oh,
I
brother.
just what?
I wasn't ready.
I don't trust her information.
It's
And it's
hey.
gonna be iffy to me as to why she's even telling me anything, because she don't rock with me. So why are you quote unquote warning me about something and you don't even fuck with me? I ain't being messy. I just don't
I
like
didn't
her.
say you was
I'm
being
gonna say,
messy.
I don't like her. She don't like me. It
I
is
didn't
what
say
it
you. I
is.
just said just.
But yeah, I for sure understand your point, because if we not cool, then why are you coming to me with information? Now I'm questioning the validity of the information that you're
That's a
writing
word
to me.
I don't know. Say it again.
Validity.
I never heard that word before.
Okay. Moving on.
I mean, but so if I work with a designer and then you say you want to work with me, you come and you ask me again, I'm gonna tell you, here's my experience. However, I'm going to encourage you to go and have your own experience, because you don't know that this one particular thing could lead you to this, it could lead you to that, it could lead you to that. You just don't know. So that's how I would never try to stop any of y'all from don't ever work. Like, y'all know a person, I will never work with this person ever again. I don't care what they do, I will never. But I am never going to tell you not to, because you just don't know where that could lead you to. And because of my love and my care for you, I want you to try to get whatever you could possibly get out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm just again gonna tell you,
This was my experience.
pay attention to the coins and and the
Absolutely.
information and all of that, but still you go and experience it for yourself and see, because it really could be different, because maybe that person got themselves together and changed, and now you get with them and now it's for real and not
Not for play.
So here's a question, and this is for all of y'all, you included, Tommy. Have anybody ever warned you about somebody relationship wise and you didn't take the information, and then was like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, well, somebody gave me this information, but of course I need to live my life for myself. And then afterwards it's like,
me.
shit.
I'm gonna go first.
Nicole, you have the floor.
I'm gonna go first.
You said, tag me in.
When I met my ex-husband,
You know she's serious because she paused.
Right, between
When
every
Yes.
single word.
Go ahead, baby.
his sister was 15 years old. And I went,
remember this.
yes, and I went to his mom. I was at his mama's house, and she looked at me and she said, "Why are you with him?"
Why is you here, ho?
She's like, "You are way too good for my brother. My brother ain't about nothing." She was 15.
Damn.
So she gave me that warning. But again, I was like,
That's a little kid.
she a
Right.
kid. She don't know. That's brother, sister. She don't know what she talking about.
Their
She ain't
relationship is different.
experienced nothing. That's my man. I love my man. No.
Mhm.
And then you're
No.
thinking, like, like you said, they brother and sister. Your relationship with your brother could be very
Mhm.
different than my relationship with my man.
Right. Exactly. But no,
Because
she
when he
was,
do
she
that
was
one
head
little
on.
thing, you know.
Flip it and
Yeah.
dip it, and yeah.
But she
No,
was
not flipping the dip, just lick it.
Oh shoot.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, but she was spot on.
Mm.
But see, she knew because she had witnessed her brother in his previous relationships. And so she knew because she was close with the girlfriend before me and the girlfriend
So have
before
you had
her.
a
And,
conversation with her since then?
oh
like,
God, yeah, we talk about it all the time.
Like, you remember when you had warned me,
Yes,
girl?
we talk about that all
Okay.
the time. She was like, I tried to tell you, but you weren't trying to
I
listen.
tried to
'cause
tell
you know,
your stupid ass.
you was
Tried to
digmatized, so you
told you.
was
Oh.
not trying to
Okay, for the digmatized.
nothing I had to say. So
Ooh,
yeah.
let's give a round of applause for the dick.
But yeah, for sure.
What about you?
So yeah, I was warned by long ass applause.
Now that it works.
Right. I was warned by somebody, not necessarily, well, yeah, it was relationship, but more of a situationship than a relationship. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was definitely warned, like, yeah, you probably don't want to do that, or you're already in it, so you should probably, watch yourself, whatever. Okay, that's cool. But again, like I said, I'm the type of person that I have to find out for myself. And so what the information that they gave me, I still may or may not be true, but that same person ended up backstabbing me later on in life. So I'm like, now I'm questioning the validity of your statement. Where did it
Well, that big ass word again.
where was this coming from? Where was your information coming from? What was this a place of you trying to get somebody else out the way? Like I'm curious as to why you felt the need to tell me that. And again, it may have been true. The information that was given to me very well may have been true.
And people change.
But now since you've backstabbed me, I'm questioning like why you telling me this now? Or why did you tell me that before? Since you later
is
on
a
down
backstabber.
Later on down the line, you're just gonna hurt me. So I mean, shit. Does it really matter?
What about
Tommy,
I believe that we have our I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. Sorry about
Don't forget your
Yes. Dealing, and this is a family member, and a family member that I wasn't super close with, probably closer to some of my other siblings, but I never really had dealings with them. And a good friend of mine was like, yeah, dude on some other shit. And I'm like, it's my cousin. What could go wrong? And all the true colors came to fruition, and then we kind of bumped heads, and we good now, but it was kind of like, now I know how to deal with them.
Was it business related?
It was business related, yeah.
Mhm.
It was business related. And yeah, so
I feel some type of way about that. About it's always been said by actually my mother, and I've heard by a few other people as well, that for people that are in property management, or if they have houses or whatever the case may be, don't rent to family.
Amen.
Because they'll be the first person to not pay you your rent, or not pay your rent on time, or not give you the whole amount of rent that was set upon in the first place. And now you're feeling some type of way, conflicted, like, well, that is my sister, that is my cousin, that is my uncle.
Little stomach ache can get put out too.
Oh God.
Little stomach ache.
Little stomach ache.
Yeah, so and to Tommy's point, I definitely feel that, like, I'm still living in an apartment, so this ain't got nothing to do with me, but I do want to eventually buy a house, and it might be a duplex, and I just don't want to rent to family because I don't want to ruin that familial relationship that we have.
Ruthia, get your dictionary out.
And now we speaking other languages. It's annoying. Dang, it's only Tuesday. Hey. Just, oh, I'm sorry.
But no,
You said familial.
I just don't want to ruin the relationship. That's all. Like, okay,
Mhm.
so
What the fuck
that's
about
my
the relationship?
that's my uncle. I don't want to draw up this whole eviction notice and all
Give
of
it to me,
that.
I'll do it.
But I do still need my rent because I still have a mortgage to pay.
Give it to me, I'll do it.
Mhm.
So in that case,
Me
I'm just
too.
not going to rent to family. Probably not going to rent to close friends because I don't want to ruin that friendship. I don't want to ruin that relationship that we already have.
You is put out, ho. I'm just nope. Business is business.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying to avoid those type of things. Don't
Right.
run to 'em.
Don't
I get
put
that.
yourself in unnecessary potential situations that could go left.
Mhm. Understandable.
They will go left.
I mean, so I've been warned, right, about relationships, and the things that people have warned me about has not been the things that they should have warned me about. So I had someone warn me about a guy being an abuser. I didn't see any of that in that person.
Mhm.
However, it was like he's a great person, dope person. We just didn't mesh well when it came down to it. What we wanted for long-term goals, but the things that they warned me about, like why you didn't warn me about his mental state versus, the physical abuse. Because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna CCAP you anyway.
And is
So everything that they told me was true as far as the physical assault. However, I asked because I'm not gonna just CCAP you and then just be in here blind. Because whenever I'm dating somebody, I'm gonna take it to God regardless. Like, all right, Lord, has this person changed? Is there something
show
that I
me.
like? Take the blinders off because
Right.
I need to know. And I don't want to just take somebody's word and be like, this person hasn't changed. That was 10 years ago or whatever. And just to put this label on this person because we don't want to just be like, oh, well, that's just who they is forever. So I asked, and he was very honest. Yes, me and my ex-wife used to fight. We used to whoop each other ass.
Oh, okay. Well,
And it was like, okay. And
thank
he
you
was
for telling me.
like, he was very honest. He was very
Mhm.
clear. He was like, we were young. This would happen, and then she would do this, and I would do this, or you know what I'm saying. I would do this, and then this would happen. You know what I'm saying. So it wasn't like any particular finger pointing, but it was the mental state that came after that relationship for him. That was something that I wish people would have warned me about because I wasn't prepared for that. The suicidal thoughts and different things like that. That was a lot to bear.
Mhm.
So I have been warned, but it wasn't the necessary warnings that I needed.
Right.
I've also was warned when it came to my child father, and I'm like, at times I could see why people was warning me. We didn't work out in relationship wise because he crazy as hell, and so am I. But that's neither here nor there. But when it comes to him being a father, he's the best father for Tyler at this point.
Mhm.
So I can't be like, oh, well, I wish somebody would have warned me because he was this, because there was no signs of it. But he is the father that Tyler needs. And I thank God that he is available to him. But somebody could have told me he was crazy and a spoiled crybaby brat. And it's like, we both can't be that.
So my question is, how many times do we actually take heed to the warnings? And I'm not just talking about in a romantic relationship. I'm talking about all across the board. How many times do we actually take heed to the warnings that are given to us? Like Nicole said, her ex-husband, his sister warned her, but she didn't take heed to that warning.
I would like to say I do every single time, but I'm not going to take it and just be like, oh no, red flag, I'm going to run away. I think I take the information that's given to me. What did they say? Never trust anybody information but your own on strippers. What is it? What stripper movie was that? Never trust anybody information but Players Club.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, I'm like, I could pick a club, but I couldn't think of the name.
I would take the information and I will dissect it.
Okay.
I will ask the questions that I feel like I need to ask. And if it's like you trying to hide something, I'm gonna weigh the pros and the cons, if I'm being honest.
Mhm.
Because
As
like I
you
said,
should.
if I'm pretty sure people out here warning people about me, and they probably should warn people about me. But I tell people day one who I am. Believe me,
Mhm.
please.
Mhm.
And that's all.
Don't be surprised
That's what
when
we
I start
should-
crying because I didn't get my way.
That's what we should
I'm a spoiled
all.
brat.
That's what we should all do. If somebody tells you who they are or shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I've shown you who I am. I told you who I was.
And understand that life happens and people change, and I can be this way today and something traumatic can happen to me and I'm a completely different person because life is lifing.
For sure. For sure. Every day.
Because I'm gonna start giving people warnings about Nicole and Denise.
Probably should. I probably should come with a warning on my forehead because I will say anything.
I just don't be like when people be like, you really crying, you really that spoiled. Yes, but that's how I say that day one. I am a spoiled fucking brat. I will cry if I don't get my way.
And you're honest. She said, I live in my truth, okay?
So on day 13,
When I cry because you ain't give me no ice cream, you're not gonna sit up here and be looking at me upside my head crazy because I told
because
you
when
on
I
day
say I'm
one.
hungry, you got about 21 minutes
Oh shoot.
to feed me.
And then it's gonna be a problem.
And let's be very clear, I don't need you to feed me. I can feed myself. But
However,
don't stand in the way
right.
me getting some food. Because then you're going to see another side. What you say, Nicole? You going to turn up?
For sure. My question was, what about when we have that intuition
Oh.
and we ignore it?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Oprah back in the day,
I
and
like her.
why you like what? It's a real thing, and I can't remember who the guest was, but they spoke about animals in their habitat, like
Did
squirrels.
he just call me an animal?
Oh my God.
I mean, you're
squirrel.
wearing an animal jacket.
This came
Animals,
from Walmart.
squirrels, rabbits, dogs, cats, all those things. Like if they're out in the wild and you walk up on a rabbit or a squirrel or something, they just bounce. They just walk, run away. That's their instinct. And this man said
Not
that
a
humans,
raccoon. Go ahead.
right? Yeah, sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, fuck you."
And your
But
mom.
humans have that same instinct, but because our brains are to the capacity that they are, we out talk that instinct.
Mhm.
So, for example, he used an example of somebody standing on a elevator and an elevator opening and somebody getting on, and something not feeling right about the person getting on,
Mhm.
and you're like, it should be all right, and the door closes, all of a sudden you're robbed or attacked or whatever. That was your internal alarm to get out. And we ignore it. We ignore it way more often than not because we think we're smarter than our instinct.
Mhm.
Very
Or
true.
we pray.
Yeah.
Or we didn't send the little smoke signal or whatever. Now there has been plenty times where I be like, so I internet date, whatever, judge your mama. I'm gonna make sure I meet you in a public place.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure the whole squad knows where I am, who I'm with. Trust and believe somebody already got your plate number. Like we done already ran the whole 414 before. I go anywhere with you. But I think as women we do that.
For
Because
sure.
even if I know Denise going somewhere, did you make it home? When we leave here,
Right.
Mhm.
I might be asleep, but I'm gonna need to know that I got that
Correct.
ding that you made it home,
Right.
Nicole.
I did tell
This
you I made
time,
it
this
home.
time.
you famous for not saying nothing.
And then the
you
next
live
time we
furthest
see her,
away.
it be, child, let me tell you about what happened when I went home.
Man, it do be
On
a
my
lot
way
of shit.
home, this happened, and
That's true.
like this is why we say, let me know when you
Y'all
get
probably
home.
do need to be checking on me because I'm real special. All type of shit always be happening.
So
to me,
like
but
the
you
way
right.
females have that, do guys have that, Tommy? where y'all make sure y'all checking in and whatever with each other?
Yeah, I got a little small circle of friends that we check in. We have a Facebook chat group that we just check in on and say how
Why y'all
we're
ain't
doing.
include me?
He said friends.
Yes. But my
You see, I was
friends,
already laughing.
my friends are a little unique. Like we've been friends for a long time.
Like you.
I'm pretty unique, yes.
I'm saying,
but,
you
We
need-
all unique.
but no, they're not like me. I'm probably
You probably the most chill.
I'm the squarest one in the group. But you
I
know,
could imagine.
it is what it is.
You
I
probably be getting them right together.
I
'cause they be
embrace
needing
it. No, they do their thing. I mean, we're all pretty, chill, but yeah, but we check in. We travel together. We do all kinds of
How
things
many?
together.
How many is it? Like, does that play a part? Like, I mean, I know you say it's a small group of friends. So, what is
Mhm.
small to you? Because small to you may not be small to me.
It's 5 of us.
Okay, yes, that's-
One passed away, so it's 4 of us. But
Oh,
Okay.
My
Yeah.
condolences.
thank you. But
That's
yeah,
a small group. I'm just
Mhm.
saying, people say a small group of friends, and it could be like 10 people.
I don't fuck with a lot of people. I don't fuck
I
with a
don't
lot of
either.
people.
Either.
I'm like, I
I
don't
used
either.
to want like a big group
A
of
posse.
friends, and I used to be like, now I be like, get
That's
somebody
too
else
many
to do it.
personalities.
For sure.
Yeah, I got a couple
I
of
got at
associates here
least
and there.
7
Right.
Friends.
Personalities.
Oh, I'm saying, I was like, damn, you got a lot of friends.
What'd you say, Tommy?
I can see that.
I
But
think
yeah,
we need to get past the not following our intuition,
for sure.
because
For
I
sure.
done been into some sketchy little situations, and then
But I feel like you have the warning. A lot of times
Listen.
before you have it, you feel it.
I don't
You
have to hit
know
somebody
it.
with the key. The safe word is
Yeah,
this.
you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Drop
like
it. Dropping my location. Like, listen,
Mhm.
this is.
I
where
just
I'm
found
at.
out how to drop my location. Shout out to Denise for showing the old lady how to drop her location.
God.
Because what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
like this
think we
is this
should
is where I'm
follow.
at. And this is where I'm at. I'm by myself. I'm usually by myself, but if it's in a new area or with somebody I'm not usually with,
I
I'm
ain't going to worry about myself.
for sure dropping my
Get somebody else to do it.
location.
So I'm sorry, y'all. It just let me tell you, this happened last week. So I always talk about being in property management. And this guy came in, he was looking for an apartment. So my leasing agent is a female.
Mhm.
If there are males coming in, I will not let her show an apartment by herself.
Mhm.
Like I always say, I will stop whatever I'm working on and be like, I'm going with you.
Mhm.
So this particular day, this guy came in. I mean, he was well dressed. He was super handsome. Talked really well. What people would
The
think
stigma of
is that,
ain't nothing gonna
he's a
happen.
great guy.
Right.
Y'all ain't never seen Law and Order Special Victims
but
Unit?
listen, exactly. But
I lived
had,
it.
but
Facts.
something in me was uncomfortable. Something was I just felt like something just wasn't
That
right.
intuition.
That intuition. But I could not leave to go with her because my boss was there and me and him were
Oh.
working on something. So I called my maintenance guy and I was like, hey, what building are you at? He told me, I said, I need you to meet her at this unit. I need you to be with her while she shows this guy this unit because I'm not comfortable for
Mhm.
whatever reason. And he was like, no problem. So he went over there and he was there when she met. So the guy came back. They came back. He applied for the apartment. And then I started my process of background search.
Told you everything you needed to know.
He was a sexual predator.
Mhm.
See?
I had no idea, but something in me picked
Right.
right
Thank
up.
God.
Yeah.
And then later when me and her talked, she felt something as well.
Mhm.
What if that's something people do?
Right.
Like that's an easy, I got a space.
Yep.
It's a woman.
Yep. And that's why I don't. So I asked her, I'm gonna be on her schedule. Okay, this male. All right, I'm gonna go with you. And so that's what we do. I do not let her
I
ever
think
go
it's
by
important
herself.
for
We
us to have
always
safe
go.
words.
Yeah.
Because
sure. Mhm.
that instead of people giving us a warning, sometimes we need to give the warning that we feel unsafe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That should be, we should also learn to do that because I feel like we ignoring our intuition, like, given the warning that we feel unsafe, or how do we say that we feel unsafe? Like you said, a safe word, but in the event that, you know, the maintenance person wasn't available. So for whatever reason, she was forced to show this unit by herself, come up with some type of word to say like something is not something is going down. It's not right. I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, so you couldn't necessarily give her a warning, but she could give you a heads up when she felt unsafe.
Yeah. I think it was Z. She had just sent me something. It might have been a TikTok. I don't know what. It probably was a TikTok because y'all forever sending that to me. But I'm just saying no. But the video, the video was of a woman, and she was stating how her father was getting scammed. Someone used her voice, and called him and made it seem like she was getting kidnapped, and he was being held for ransom. So the father, obviously an older guy, he is hysterical. He's like, okay, I'm gonna wire this money, and they like, that's not enough, and or let me meet you here, and they like, no, you have to wire it. But the whole time he was supposed to be meeting his daughter somewhere, and he's thinking on the way to where he was meeting her at, she got kidnapped. So I guess he said he had the phone to his ear, but I guess as he put his phone down to try to figure out how he can wire some more money,
the daughter was calling.
The daughter was texting him like, hey, where are you at? And so he hung up, clicked over and was like, oh my God, how did you get away? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm waiting on you. Like very calm or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said, so moving forward, they now have a safe word.
Okay.
Because even if she is in a situation where she is being kidnapped or something like that, if I say that safe word, that's how you know it's me. So instead of it just being like, hey, I'm in danger, come get me. Hey, I'm in danger, potatoes, come get me. You know what I'm saying? Just something that will let them know that this is actually me. Because one, scammers are real.
For sure.
And two,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even if
especially
I'm just in regular conversation, if I'm on a
with
date and I text you and be like, call me, but I don't want, because I need you to be able to hear my background. And I just be like, oh, hey girl, yeah, what's going on? If I say something to the person I'm with, it sounds regular, but to you, it's
immediate it's a red flag. That means so now I know where you at. Now I'm gonna pull up because you didn't say this word.
Shout out to my sister because 10 toes down.
My sister was she was in a bad relationship, and where he would try to jump on her. So I don't even remember what the word was, but we definitely did the same thing. We created it. So I told her, like, you know, if he come and he's doing whatever, you call me, and you know, we just have like this conversation of, you know, did you can you stop at the store and give me that purple nail polish? Or you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
even if I'm on the phone with you and I hit a button 3 times, if I'm sitting here and I tap, it's 3 times.
Right.
That means help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I was watching a show and like there was a situation like that, and the partner was like, well, you know, how did you know that I was in danger? Or, you know, how did you pick up on it? It's like, well, you asked for, like, yeah, you left, but you asked for this specific kind of soup. I know that you hate that.
Exactly.
So
is this the help or I'm being abused or something like that? This is the
American Sign Language.
I don't know, but I seen this. So it was a girl, and it's funny. I'm sorry, it's hilarious. She was doing it, like teaching people, like, this is what you do. Her boyfriend was in the background doing it, like, help me, and she beat his ass. And it was like, ma'am, you can't really. But I get what she was saying. Like, I'm trying, like, this is serious. So I'm pretty sure it's this, but I think you do it a couple times.
Okay.
But I think we all need either a safe word or a safe code or something, because forget somebody giving me a warning about somebody else. If I don't feel safe, I need to warn my people.
For sure.
Because we coming up missing quite often.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's a little girl missing in Chicago. She's been missing for a month, 13 years old. And they said a couple people said they seen her like on the different trains prostituting, like they kidnapped her and you know, now they got her to sex traffic her, 13. Right. Like, I just can't understand. I just really can't. That's so hard for me.
So I have a question. So we talked about the whole "let me know when you get home" thing, but how do y'all feel, or is it a big deal if you're being dropped off and somebody doesn't wait until you actually get in the house to pull off?
I normally wait. And
Yeah, me
when
too.
y'all are like, even if when y'all leaving my house, I'm at the door until y'all get in the car.
For sure, I was.
I mean, you
For
know,
sure,
it
watching
ain't
out the
like
window.
Denise, no, she slammed the door on her.
But I went to the window.
She went to the bathroom and then
She didn't come right to that window because we was like, well, is she at the window? Because she could be. I mean, we
So
didn't
that
get out
man
good. It was
almost
like
crashed.
clunk.
That
And we
man
was
crashed
like,
and
dang,
everything.
yeah, that man crashed.
It was a car accident right there on the corner of your house. And I
We was
like,
cracking up.
now she want to be at
No,
the
when we
window.
had got her apartment door, we was
She was like, I hope.
like, dang. But yeah,
But
I think
get it.
that
I get where you're going with it.
like my friend Millie, me and her, we had went somewhere and she dropped me off at home. But I live in an apartment building, so I gotta walk down a
And that can be
path
scary
to
too.
get to the door, and then now I'm in a
creeping
lobby.
in the
Then I
halls.
gotta get to another lobby.
Mhm.
You know, I gotta walk through the lobby to another door. So she's like, "No, you call me when you in your house with the door locked."
Mhm.
She's like, "I'm sitting out here
Listen.
until you in
Yeah.
there."
I don't give a damn if my mama asleep or not. And I'll be like, let's wake up, lady. Like, I need you to be woke and
But,
attentive. Because it's the easiest person to quick and call.
Mhm.
Now it would be my sister because she's closer. But if I'm driving, I need to have somebody on the phone with me if it's late,
Mhm.
just to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
anything can happen in the course of me leaving one
For sure.
destination to the next.
But you know what? Y'all right. You guys right. I do have to do better because
I'll be like,
I am by
I called
myself.
you today. You talk to Nicole.
That's because
That's
I had
what-
a bad day.
Well, yeah,
my
but the same-
work was busy.
But the
so-
same thing happened on Sunday though.
Yeah.
She called me like, "Hey,
Oh
have
my
you talked?
God.
Have you talked to Nicole? We haven't heard from Nicole."
Y'all, I had a
Like,
blinding, like a for real blinding. Like, remember I
get
got sick
that.
before with that migraine. Remember I told you I had to pull over. Remember
oh
y'all
yeah,
laughing, I peed on myself.
yeah, I
We
remember.
didn't need you to say it on the podcast again.
I don't care. But that same thing happened where I got super sick.
I mean, and I get that, but I just be like, if I'm expecting my friends to be somewhere because I've been in messed up situations, automatically I'm thinking,
Right.
and I'm a parent.
So
What the hell? Why? You know what I'm saying? And I got a bad habit of being mad at somebody and blocking them.
please don't block me.
No,
But,
I blocked Tyler's father because he ignorant, and I be
Oh,
trying to
he
block the
like
negative
that
energy sometimes. And in that particular case, I missed a phone call when my son was in a terrible car accident and was on.
Oh
the way to
yeah,
the
I
hospital.
remember that.
And it was like, but I didn't block the whole family. Ain't none about, and nobody else called my phone.
Mhm.
But yeah,
So I do have to do better because I am by myself a lot.
For sure.
And I do come home alone all the time.
it's always somebody
what I
there
mean?
with you.
Not anymore.
Girl, they can hear you. Girl, she just made herself a target. Somebody be with her.
I'm talking about, I feel you. I'm talking about them particular people. But it's like I get rid of someone and I get another one. And here
Well,
she is.
I'm usually on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
Or if Tyler is at home, come open up the door.
Right.
Turn on the light. Come see. Like, I need to be able to
Mhm.
see you and see me because let's be very clear, I live in the ghetto.
Yeah, but
I live in
I
the
guess
ghetto.
another reason why I guess I don't be worried is because I got something for you. Oh, I got something for you.
I
I'm
ain't
by
got nothing.
myself, but I ain't by myself.
I
I
only
got
got a
something
prayer.
for you.
I only can pray.
That'll get you right up off me.
I can
I
only
got
pray.
something for you. So
I don't have none of that. I can only pray. But if y'all need stuff like on your keychains, my sister is starting a business. Shout out to her.
Oh yes, we
Um,
do need that.
For sure.
I'm gonna bring some
Absolutely.
flyers where
So
it's gonna
make-
have
yeah.
all of the things
Mhm.
on there.
For
I would
sure.
tell her to come on, but she might be just as shy as our special guest today.
She ran off.
Our
She
in
gone.
studio guest. She left.
She been gone.
Yeah, I heard her walk out the
Yeah,
door.
she
I
left.
thought she came back.
No.
No, she
Well,
left.
shout out
She
to
walked out the door.
Invisible.
our invisible guest.
She walked out the door.
Well, she's better than Tommy.
That is so funny.
He don't be paying me no attention. He's doing a great job at his artwork. Though. I enjoy watching
Definitely.
him.
I do too.
With the hands.
It's like soothing.
I do watch art stuff like that at nighttime to help myself go to sleep.
You know what I watch? It's a man here in Trinidad. I really want to go to Trinidad. He
It's
do
a
that
man.
body scrub. You never seen him? He do the body scrub. Oh my god, that make me so comfortable.
You ever watch the people who clean carpets?
Yes.
I can't help but watch them.
Yes.
They're super dirty and they
I
be.
used to watch like Pimple
I do.
Poppin', and then
Oh,
it was
my
like,
I watch
nah.
that
I
too.
can't do the pimple pop.
I will watch somebody do art
Uh-huh.
or painting. It's so
But yeah,
soothing.
Tommy, I'm with you. I've watched the
As
carpet
much shit as I
cleaner.
give Tommy, I really do appreciate his artwork. It's really dope.
Mhm.
It's my daughter's cat.
I would assume it wasn't yours, but
Oh,
Well,
he
she's not gonna-
could.
She's not gonna wear it, but I'm trying to convince her that it's gonna be dope.
that's what you put.
is
on?
that what is that?
It's Taj Mahal.
That's what I thought.
Her name's Taj.
Oh,
That is so sweet. Look at you
Right.
being all thoughtful and stuff. She's still not gonna wear it.
I actually know somebody named Taj Mahal for real.
Really?
She's a news anchor in I don't
That
know,
is some
somewhere up
ghetto
north.
ass shit.
She's a black girl,
Mm.
but you know what's so funny? She's so not ghetto.
That
She is
shit-
so
that,
not ghetto.
that usually is
That's
the
her representative.
I got another friend who she got like a super ghetto name. She like, why would my mama name me that?
Look,
She
like why
is
my
like-
mama named me my name? Ugh. Anyway,
But it's such a you.
it's
such a
country
you
as hell.
name.
It's country as hell.
I know, but it's
I
just,
act like this because of my name.
but it's you.
if I had a different name, I wouldn't act like this.
I don't believe that, but okay.
Now
I
you
mean,
ask
look, my
something.
mama named me Nicole. Okay. You say Nicole and about 27 out of 30 people turn around.
Same with Denise.
You know what I
listen,
mean?
It might be 29 of
That's
30.
my sister's name.
I've heard
too.
different variations of my name, but I've never heard my name.
Well, it's like
Exactly.
Ruthia.
Wait, why y'all laughing at my name?
We
No,
we
once
talking
again,
about
I feel
different
attacked.
variations.
No, I've heard
you know,
Ruthie, Rutha, Ruth, Rudy. Like, you know, I've heard Rue. I've heard a different like
I actually
that.
got a friend named Ruthie.
I've never heard of Ruthia. Cause you know.
I don't know.
It's
I think
only
they might need to
one.
call you like Rufy. Cause
All right, what's the moral of the story? Let's go ahead and wrap this up because I ain't got fucking time.
I think to follow your,
Yeah,
follow your
intuition.
instinct. Yep, follow your, follow your discernment.
Not everybody
attention to
is
it.
being petty when they try to give you a warning,
Exactly.
but take heed to whatever. Do what you must with it.
Right. Take the information, dissect it how you need to, and
Never trust anybody information but your own. Players
period.
Club.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, what we pulling the plug on? What is each individual one of us pulling the plug on today?
I am going to pull the plug on not trusting my instinct. Like that's really what it, yeah, because I feel like a lot of times I ignore it, and I won't say it's in I won't say that it's bad or things always happen when I ignore my instinct, but just for instance in the when you did the background check, something
Mhm.
in you felt like something wasn't right. You didn't know what it was. He presented to be, well dressed, well spoken, not the quote unquote stigma of how
He was
somebody.
good looking. I mean, I know. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
the quote unquote stigma of what somebody would look like, trying to
Right.
cause harm. So in that case, you didn't ignore your instinct, and it turned out that you were right. So I want to pull the plug on not trusting my instinct.
I think I would say pull the plug on doubting. I think that we think, oh no, it's okay. You know what I mean? Or everything gonna be okay. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm tripping. No, listen to that. Like don't ignore it. Don't push it down. Follow with it. Because I'd rather be wrong
For
you know what
sure.
I mean, than for something bad to happen. So, and then too, like being mindful of what advice I take from people. Again, I think following your instinct, or when somebody does come to try to tell you about somebody else, like, are you telling me because you genuinely care about me and you want me to, you trying to just help me make an informed decision and choice, or are you telling me because you're trying to be petty because you're mad at them?
Right.
So I don't really have a pull the plug, but something that I guess I would want to plug in, I guess we
Okay.
can call it. I want to regain my control
Okay.
because that's been something that I've been struggling with. Feeling like, when it comes to sexual assault, you lose that control. So I'm, in every sense of the matter, I'm trying to regain my control. I'm not allowing, so I guess I'm technically pulling the plug on allowing people to walk over me and control me in certain situations.
Yep.
Karens,
Mm.
you can no
Man.
longer control the situation. I'm speaking up and advocating for myself.
That's it.
Tommy, did you have anything before we pull the plug?
On not being patient, because I think a lot of decisions are made by moving too fast and not paying attention to what your instincts are. You just kind of just say your gut feeling is just do something, but sometimes that's, what do you call it? What is when you act on something really fast?
Impulsive.
It's kind of impulsive behavior. So it's kind of slowing down my impulsivity and paying attention to shit.
To the shit.
To the shit.
All right, let's pull the plug. It'll be 27 seconds later. 27 seconds.